Guys, John from the Game Tinkerer here. We are going to do a video about controllers. This is by no means a definitive, like, this is the best to use and this and that. These are just my favorites, and what I like about them, and stuff like that. So I'll get right into it. So I guess where I can start is like PS2. PS2 controllers, I guess I should roll it back even a little bit more to the PS1. The original PS1 controllers were awesome. Now this is pre-analog for the very first PlayStations that came out. We didn't have analog sticks. I know it's kind of hard to think about that, but then they came out with the version 2 of the PlayStation 1 controller, and then it had the analog sticks. I thought that was really, really cool. And then, you know, Sony has this thing to where if it's good, let's improve on it and not really change it. Unlike Nintendo, where they're like, you know, they throw a bunch of like weird ideas at a wall, and then when it rolls down into the hat, they just pull it out and they're like, here we go. But the PS2 has a really awesome third-party controller, believe it or not. I know there's a lot of like crap back in the day, the retro third-party stuff. Some of it was really, really bad, and then some of it was really good. Fortunately, Logitech, and don't get me wrong, Logitech has always made decent controllers. Some of them have been really good, but we got these, and this is just one variant. This is actually my original PS2 controller that I bought from a local Walmart that's no longer here in this town. Bought this, and it has a dongle that comes with it. There's buttons for those that don't remember that these controllers had buttons instead of triggers. So I actually forgot about that for the longest time, and then you know, with the games that this has, the buttons make sense. Don't necessarily need triggers for that. So if you are playing PlayStation 2 or even PlayStation 1 on like a PlayStation 2, get you some of these. These are the best controller that you can have for PS2 that's wireless. Takes 2 AA batteries, and I've got two different ones. You can actually use either one of these with the same receiver. You just have to push the button, and then you have to push the button on here to get them to sync. And you know, it's like anything. If you use this one, you got to do it for this one as well. So, but that is PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3, they had a few different variants of the controller. I liked the ones that were more squatty, I guess you'd call it. So like the arms here didn't stick down quite as far. I had a camouflage one that I really liked that I got some foamy lizard like grips for, and they were like stick-on grips, and that was the most comfortable controller for PS3 by far. Bad thing with PS3, the batteries did not last very long at all, and they used that weird like mini USB-C that was like crap, and you know, I really enjoyed that one. And then PS4 came along, and this design is really awesome. The only downside is there's no replaceable battery. You can replace the battery, but you have to take the whole thing apart. And that's the funniest thing, because that was like a burn when they were talking trash, PlayStation and Xbox users PlayStation was like, oh, well, you still use AA batteries. Oh, well, you know, that's all fine and good until you run out of batteries, and then you have to plug it in. Or you can get you one of these awesome fucking controllers. This is one for Xbox One, and they take batteries. So what do? You just pop the thing, you pop a battery in, and bam, you're done. You hit the button, you're back in business. I literally have 5 batteries right here, and it takes 20 seconds, if that. That's if you're taking your time to change the battery out, push the button, it's done. This is an awesome controller. I got this in a trade with my Xbox One, my Series S that I got. Had one white controller that came with it, which is the Series controller. Amazing controllers. They're an improvement on this. Not that you can improve these much, except for Hall effect sensors. Hall effect sticks would be awesome in these. They're not doing it yet. I don't know why, because it's not that much more. For the price that they're asking for these things, they can put Hall effect sticks in. But they improved on that, and I love my Series controllers. I was all about the mod game. So modding controllers, you can see this has an Elite thing going on. Like, it's got the Elite things. All these buttons come off. They're all magnetic, and I have different heights that I can put on. This one has longer triggers, and those longer triggers are fucking awesome. Of course, I got my thing here. I actually used this controller for my PlayStation TV, and it works great. I've got the rubberized grip on the back. So this is an all replacement shell with the exception of the front. I did have a different shell on this, but I got rid of it or something. I don't remember exactly what. But the back is textured. I like that. And the longer triggers are awesome. These are also metal, which I like. And of course you got your sticks that you can change out. But yeah, I was all about the changing of it. This is just got different. This is not an Elite, but it's got the longer triggers that match the color scheme. I had an actual like light thing in here, and you can like turn it on, and then the battery will die even faster, which sucks. However, Sony made official back button, so that's awesome. I wish that there was a thing for that for Xbox without having to buy an Elite controller. So, go on. But yeah, I was all about the modding game, and with the series that I got, the Series S. It's got this black and white motif. And at first I was like, it's whatever. You know, it's got this going on. That's a beautiful fucking controller, by the way. No, this has like a knurled thing on the back, which I believe the Xbox One controller has. Yeah, it does, but not as much. Actually, no, it really doesn't. So that's different. So they knurled the back, so it's got like this texture on it that makes it nicer to hold. And then they added a share button, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. You just push it on accident every time. Push it on accident, and then it saves a screenshot. Or if you push it too long, it'll take a video. But same thing, only we got USB-C with these, and that's awesome. Everybody's got USB-C now, so. But again, it's got the It's got the replaceable battery. Change it out, no big deal. I love these controllers. They're still spongy. The buttons are still spongy, and you'll know why I'm saying anything about that. We've got these aren't micro switches. These are the silicone silicone backing. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word, but this has the silicone membrane in there. That's, you know, you always have the same presses on them, and it's not a bad thing until you play with one with micro switches, and then you either love it or hate it. This controller I love. I have two of these. Originally, I was getting one. One came with my system, and then I was getting one for my laptop because we were at work, and I wanted to play a game on my laptop, so got this. These have Bluetooth. These connect to everything, which is pretty cool. The very first Xbox One controllers do not have Bluetooth. They have that special dongle that you have to buy. It's $30 for that. $30. You plug it in and you push the button, and you can use your controller. However, if you have a laptop that has Bluetooth, you can just press the sync button and you can use it. So, same thing with your phone. So that's cool. Love these controllers. And this is a good design. I actually prefer to play with this type of setup. Playing with two analog sticks right here. I've got arthritis, and some days it's really hard to play on my PlayStation because of that. Just the position, I can't play for very long because it hurts my hands. So we are talking Xbox One. I got a Elite controller in a trade. Again, you know, not having much money, you have to trade things up and down. I traded a friend of mine for a Series controller. It was used, but the Elite controller right here. So this is my Elite controller, and this is one that I have modded. So it's got the soft touch that like turns garbage within a few years. I didn't know that when I got it. I love the soft touch. However, it's getting to that sticky point and it's kind of gross. But this is a really nice design. On these Elite controllers, they started putting like a rubberized thing on here. So the grip is like rubber. Now these are aftermarket right here. So those are usually this same material here, which is a soft knurled rubber. This one also has a rechargeable battery in it. You can see it. I've got the paddles. It's got the sticks for shorter throws on first-person shooters, stuff like that. This is an awesome controller. All these are membranes as well, so it's kind of a squishier button feel. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this controller. This design is awesome. It does only have two settings for whichever, like how you want to set it up. You have a switch right here. You can switch it 1 or 2, and that's your settings for it. You can change out all this stuff, like I said. Change it out regular D-pad or this circle. I like the circle because it's easier to get the direction that you want. So I like the shorter sticks as well. They work for me better. So I would like to change this back to a regular plastic shell and get some buttons that I can actually see, because you can't see what buttons is what. Not at a quick glance anyway. Sometimes I forget. I play so many systems that the button layout is like all weird in my mind. So this is the Elite. I love it, and I actually use this to play on my PC. So that is my PC one. Um, I got a Series 2 Elite. That is my all-time favorite fucking controller. This thing is fucking dope, man. Of course, I got a keyboard on it, so let me take that off real quick. So this is the Series 2. And I've heard these have some issues with stick drift and stuff. I don't have that issue. And when I do, we'll come to that. So the modding, what I was originally talking about, I absolutely love this black and white motif that we got going on with this new generation. With this, we have the grips here that wrap all the way around. So we got it all the way on the back on both sides. You can see there's no longer a battery compartment. We got USB-C, but we got no battery to replace. That could be an issue. However, it's not for me. I only play for, at max, a few hours a day. So when I'm done, I plug it in. It's good to go. It is USB-C, so not a big deal. Only thing I'm going to do with this is change these paddles. These are standard paddles that come with the, the regular, the sets and stuff. Scuff makes a very nice paddle set that they're not long like these. They're more like inward. And I think that it will help my playstyle. So another thing I really love about this controller is the feel on this plastic. It's got some kind of texture on it. It's not a soft touch, but it feels similar. Like, it doesn't feel like rubbery like the soft touch does. But this is absolutely awesome controller. It's fucking beautiful in white and black. They do offer this in white, in black, in blue, and I think in red. White and black looks awesome for me, so that's what I grabbed. And with these controllers, they've got the standard bottom on them, so you can use your headset if you want. I like to have a volume on mine. My particular headset doesn't have a volume thing on it, so I use this, and it's got the volume up here, and then you can change like the depth of it for chat and stuff like that. So I use that just like that. Going back to some of the older systems, I've got Dreamcast, and we all know that controller's fucking weird. However, when you played it back in the day, I didn't have it for very long. I kind of got bored of it. I only had a few games, so I went and traded it for something else. I forget what the hell it was. But revisiting the Dreamcast, I understand like why they designed it the way they did, except for having the cord come out of the bottom, which is stupid, but whatever. But this controller is really nice. Now I do want to try the one from the people that made the Brawler 64. They have a really nice Dreamcast one. They also have a wireless one that has the VMU, which is this memory card right here. This thing goes through batteries like every 10 seconds. Stupidest fucking shit ever. But it's got a VMU thing that actually plugs into the system, and then you can play wirelessly. This one is the wired, and it's not that particular one. This is a stock one. So I actually really like this controller, and these have Hall effects. These are from whenever this came out. 90, 99, 2000 maybe at the most, and they had Hall effect sensors in them. These controllers don't go bad for my personal use, and these controllers are fucking awesome. I love it. However, I wish I'd had a wireless one. We're so used to wireless now. When we get a wired controller, it's fucking weird. And speaking of the Brawler 64, on the N64, I hate the controller. That's why I got this controller. Now you can pick up like a Hori wannabe. You know, the smaller one is like round. It's got a couple legs off of it. Actually, really nice design, and it's actually really sought after for the actual Hori ones. But I've heard only good things from those third-party aftermarket controllers, and they're pretty cheap, like $30. You can pick one up wireless, so that works out really good. But this one is a wired version of the Brawler 64, and I got it in orange because I thought it looked really cool. The plastic actually feels kind of cheap, so I'm not real excited about how the plastic feels. However, the controller works great. The stick is nice. The D-pad is good. You know, it's not sharp, so you're not going to wear blisters on your fingers. Buttons are really nice. And, of course, it's got 2 triggers versus the single trigger on the original one. That's the same button. So you've got left and right, and then you got the Z trigger on both sides, which makes it nice. It's symmetrical, so it'd be weird just having one trigger on one side. So that's a cool design thing that they got going on here. If you don't have one of these controllers, I suggest getting one. I really like it, and you either love them or hate them. They don't cost that much. I think I paid around $50. Which isn't bad for a decent controller. So, and it does take the takes Rumble Pack, memory cards, all that kind of stuff. So, this one isn't exactly a favorite controller of mine, but it is something that I think is neat, and I can definitely see why they kind of were testing the waters with this, and that is the Wii U gamepad. This one's dusty because I haven't played it in a long time, so this does have a case on it as well, you can see. But you know, it's a Nintendo Switch. It's Nintendo Switch's daddy. It smacks Nintendo Switch's ass. But I just thought this was weird, and you know, I like it for what it is. It's pretty cool. Wish the battery lasted a little longer, but it is what it is. So, I mean, that's that one. Which brings me to the Nintendo Switch. These controllers, I'll just leave this stuck on here so I can show you. These controllers here are hot garbage. These are legit Joy-Con. I reshelled them, and you can see I got replacement joysticks that are Hall effect that I need to put in here. However, this button is broke. It works, but it doesn't, so I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't opened it up yet. Joy-Cons are trash, dude. Although we got this OLED, and that's a sexy fucking thing right there. That white and black aesthetics again. It's that white and black, looks good. Now these Joy-Cons work good. They're brand new though, so not a fan of the Joy-Cons, which brings me to my favorite Nintendo Switch controller, and this is third party. I would call it a premium because it cost me $70, and that is not a good price for something third party, I think. However, this controller right here, this came with it's got a nice kit. So like if you throw this in your backpack, you can just like straight throw it in there. You know, it's a hard case that's form-fitting, and it looks nice. This is the Ghillie Kit King Kong Pro 2. You can use this for PC, Android. You can use it for Windows and D. It says D. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But so this one's got a textured. It's got a nice like rubberized thing, which I hope it's not going to turn all gross in a few years. Triggers and buttons, or triggers and shoulder buttons, are metal-ish. They feel like metal. It's probably metallized plastic or something. It does have Hall effects. The button presses and stuff are nice, really nice. Sticks are nice. Battery life is excellent. Probably 30 hours, which is more than enough, I think. And it's USB-C, so you get the USB-C right there. That way you can charge it with everything else. Like I said, throw it in the case, throw it in your bag, wherever you want to go with it. I think it's awesome. If you were seeing that or didn't know about it, I'd pick it up. The reason I got it was because it looked cool. I was seeing all kinds of YouTubers like talking about it, and so I picked it up. My actual legit Pro controller started drifting, so I was like, you know what, I can either try to fix this or I can get a new controller, let the kid worry about the drift. So that's what I did. Other than that, that is some of my favorite controllers. I do have a couple more. I like, since I've got my arthritis in my hand, trying to get used to some arcade sticks. I only have one for the Switch, which is a Hori. Cost is the major thing for me. You can spend a lot of money on an arcade stick, and for me that's too much of a gamble. But I am going to hopefully get one within the next year. I may pick one up when we get our taxes next time, so we'll see on that. Other than that, what kind of controllers do you guys like? Do you use a controller on your PC? If you do, what kind of controller is it? Do you guys like the new Series Elite 2s? What do you think about those? Let me know down below. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, so something quick. I made the video, forgot a couple things. So PS4, one of my favorite all-time controllers that I did not mention is going to be the Astro. It is a Astro C40. This is really cool. I would call this a premium controller because it is $200, $199.99. Comes with a nice case, premium packaging. I really like this this controller. You can also use this with PC because it has a dongle. To use this with the PS4, you do have to use the dongle. And of course, you can see here, comes with a nice controller, nice case. It's got this little foam thing here. Then it's got the little tool to take the controller apart. It's got different sticks, and then it has the dongle. This right here is for a D-pad. However, like so many third-party and premium people, we can't get the circle pad like this. We can't get that because they want to charge money for it. So why include it in here when you can pay $25 for it? However, this controller is awesome. These things right here, so you got your buttons, you have your sticks, then you have your D-pad. Well, these are modules. The D-pad and the sticks are modules. Buttons, they're buttons. So you take this off, take your screws out, You can take this plate off. You can switch these around. When these things get drift, you can actually just buy the whole module. So all you do is take the plate off, pull this off, put the new one in, put it together, and it's good. You can play PS4 in this configuration or in the standard configuration for PS4, where you have the 2 analog sticks on the bottom and the D-pad up here. This controller is rubberized. It does have a very nice feel. It's got a good weight. The battery lasts quite a while. It's been a while since I've tested this and played with it, so can't really give you a definitive number on the amount of hours that you can play with this. I was thinking it was like 20 or 30. But it's got USB micro. The ones for the cell phone before the USB-C. So we'll go with that. It does have trigger pull stops and 2 programmable buttons that you can program on the fly. So if you're playing one game and you want to do like jump here and then like reload here, I mean, you can do it on the fly. I really like this controller. It's really cool. I didn't actually buy it, so there's that. However, I've seen some bad things on reviews with this. I haven't experienced any of those items though, so I can't tell you yay or nay on those. But I really like this controller. It's got a nice case that it comes in. So that's that. Another controllers that I forgot are going to be the Hori Split Pad Pro for Nintendo Switch. This is the Damon Machia X. You can see the X up there for the X button. These are the limited edition. I got these. These controllers feel amazing. They're bigger. So here is your standard Switch with the Joy-Cons. And then take these Joy-Cons off, slide these other ones on. Now the one downfall with these is you can't use them like this. You can't use them in Joy-Con form. You have to actually put them on the system and then use them. So this is what the system looks like with the controllers on. And it's a chunky boy. You also got thickness there. It's got these little legs to kind of prop it up. So if you lay it down, it'll do that. Buttons on the back are programmable. However, this one will only program what's on here. This one will only program what's on here. So that's an issue. It sucks, but it's probably just the nature of the beast. These are only for the system use. You have to connect it like this to use them. So cool thing is they do make cases that this fits in, so you can literally like take it with you. So we got that. And another thing that I forgot to mention, and I already put the controller up, so I'm just going to show you with this one. This is my Elite controller, the Series 2 Elite. So on this particular controller, these are all membrane. All the buttons are membrane. On the Series 2, these are micro switches. So this has the typical, button press. Even this here is like spongy because of the membrane in there. On the other one, they're clicky. They're all clicky. All these, this right here, this button right here is clicky. Throws me off every single time. Definitely cool, but it still throws me off. If you're used to any of these controllers with the sponge. It's weird, but I like the micro switch. It's cool. That's really the only thing I wanted to add. So let me know down below what you guys think. We'll see you later.